guys coached us up when we were freshmen, you know.
Yeah.
So just trying to help the young guys out and continue to try to give them little pointers to make them better and continue to try to learn what your opponent's going to try to do to us.
Did you get to do anything fun during your time off there?
I haven't yet, but
yeah,
maybe I'll do something fun, you know.
Will you come in and study tape during this next few days?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing, is studying a whole lot of film on Wisconsin and trying to get a good idea. That way I can, when the game is closer, I can help the young guys out and just continue to help them out and try to get them to develop and just try to be a leader and lead this team in the right direction.
What kind of jumps out to you on the tape of Wisconsin?
A lot of different things jump out. Everybody talks about their run game, but they got two really good wideouts, number 1 and number 4. Both of them are real good, and their quarterback's a dual threat. He can run and pass, and I've been more impressed with their pass game than the run game. I'd say probably just because everybody talks about their run game, so I didn't expect them to have two good wideouts, but they have two good wideouts, so I'd probably say that.
It's the third straight time you guys have faced a marquee quarterback in a big bowl game. Any comparisons you can draw between Pryor, Newton, and Wilson?
Yeah, all three of them are just dual quarterbacks. That's a good thing about playing in the Pac-12, Pac-10, now Pac-12. All the quarterbacks are good, so it's nothing different when we get in these bowl games. You know, when you face the upper tier teams, they're going to have a good quarterback. You can't really be a good team without a good quarterback. So.
Does Wilson seem to be a better passer than the prior two guys you faced? He seems to have better numbers, but does he seem more polished as a passer? It's tough to say.
You know, I think you never really know until you get in the game, you know. Okay. So you never really know until you get in there and face off him.
Coach Elliott, he said a day or two ago, he felt like the focus for these first bowl practices was maybe better than in the past. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've had a couple good bowl practices here, and we need to have a couple good ones coming up. So it doesn't really matter how many. What happened in the past, you just got to continue to work towards the game, and ultimately, what matters most is what happens on game day. So.
What does playing in the Rose Bowl mean to you? You've been there before, but growing up watching it, what kind of thoughts do you have on it?
Hey, it's one of the biggest bowl games around, and it's a fun experience. Pasadena was great last time we went 2 years ago. Faced off against Ohio State. We got to go to Disneyland. It's a great experience for players, and it's a big game. So just got to go in there and try to get a win for this university, for the fans, for everybody that supports us, and just most importantly for us players and the coaches.
You talked here where the program is at to make straight BCS games. I mean, in years past, it's certainly been a very good program. It seems like you guys in the class really kind of taking it to another class of itself here.
Yeah, without a doubt, I think this program's definitely one of the top tier programs in the nation, and you just got to credit the players and the coaches. I think we come to work every day and try to get better, and we've bought into what the coaches have emphasized, and that's just preparation and working hard in practice. And you got a lot of players out here that want to win and that'll battle week in and week out. So it's just credits the players and the coaches.
Do you feel like you have to win a BCS game to kind of solidify some of that, or is that just kind of crazy talk?
As a player, you feel like you have to win every game, you know. It doesn't matter if it's week 1, week 2, week 8, 10, 12, 20, you know, you feel like you have to win every game. Every week's a challenge, but it doesn't really matter what happened the previous 2 bowl games. What matters is what happens on January 2nd.
John, define this defense, how far you guys have come from fall camp to where you are. And love to see a good season, but can you define how far your defense has come?
I think our defense has continued to develop each week from fall camp. From the LSU game to the second game to the third game, to every single week we've continued to fix our mistakes and just continue to develop as a defense and as a whole. I think our coaches did a great job, and I think we got a lot of players that play with heart and like I said earlier, come to battle each week.
Scheme-wise, is it difficult to put in new schemes for a bowl game like this, or is it just same as Sims always, you're going to stick to what you know and what you do best?
No, it's not difficult. As a player, you love putting in new schemes and figuring out ways to beat your opponent. That's part of the fun thing about football is finding out ways to out-scheme your opponent. But we're going to stick to what we do, and obviously every game there's going to be a couple tweaks depending on what the offense does. So yeah.